Some of the greatest athletes in history weren't just born champions. They faced rejection, injuries, poverty, and even life-threatening obstacles. But through sheer willpower, they defied the odds. Today, we dive into their incredible journeys. Stay until the end for the most inspiring comeback story ever. We all know MJ, right? Six-time NBA champ, the GOAT, the man who made the number 23 legendary. But listen, even MJ, even his airness faced setbacks. Getting cut from his high school basketball team, man, that's tough. Imagine the feeling, the doubt creeping in. But here's the thing about Mike. He didn't let that define him. He used it. That rejection became fuel, man. He hit the gym harder than ever, hours and hours of work. He channeled that pain, that frustration, into becoming the best. And the rest, as they say, is history. 6 championships, countless records, a global icon. Why? Because he took that L, that early failure, and flipped the script. That's a champion's mentality right there. Serena, man, she's a queen on and off the court. But her journey, let me tell you, it wasn't all aces and trophies. She was up against it from the start, facing racism, sexism, people telling her she couldn't make it in a male-dominated sport. But Serena, she's built different. She took all that negativity, all that doubt, and turned it into pure power. She dominated the game, breaking records, winning Grand Slams. Even when life threw her a curveball when she was pregnant, she came back and won the Australian Open. That's next-level strength, man. Serena's a true inspiration, showing the world what it means to be a champion on your own terms. We're talking about CR7 now, one of the greatest footballers to ever grace the pitch. The skills, the goals, the trophies, the man's a legend. But hold up, his story didn't start on easy street. Growing up in Portugal, he was this skinny kid with a heart condition. Doctors even said he might not play again. Can you imagine hearing that? But Ronaldo, he had other plans. He fought back, went through surgery, and dedicated himself to the game like no other. That relentless work ethic, that drive to prove everyone wrong, it fueled him to become the icon he is today. Multiple Ballon d'Or awards, countless goals, a global superstar. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is about beating the odds, about never giving up on your dreams no matter what. Muhammad Ali, the name says it all, the greatest. This man transcended boxing, became an icon, a voice for the people. But his journey, man, it was a fight every step of the way. When he refused to fight in Vietnam, stood up for his beliefs, they stripped him of his title, banned him from boxing. Imagine the courage that took to stand up for what's right, even when the whole world's against you. Ali, he didn't back down. He fought for his right to fight, and when he returned to the ring, he reclaimed his championship. His story ain't just about boxing, it's about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's tough. Ali taught us that real strength comes from within, from fighting for what's right, no matter the cost. The fastest man on the planet, Usain Bolt, a name synonymous with speed, with shattering world records. But even this legend had to overcome adversity. Imagine being told you might never run properly because of scoliosis. That's the hand Bolt was dealt. But did he let it stop him? No way. He trained harder than anyone, pushing his limits, defying the odds. And the results speak for themselves. Olympic gold medals, world records. He became a global icon, inspiring millions with his speed and his spirit. Usain Bolt's story is about breaking barriers, both physical and mental. It's about believing in yourself when no one else does. Tiger Woods, man, the name still gives me chills. He owned the golf course, reached the pinnacle of the sport, but then life happened. Injuries, personal struggles, doubt crept in. He went from the top of the world to facing his own demons. The critics counted him out, said he was finished. But Tiger, he's got that champion spirit. He dug deep, put in the work, battled back from the brink, and then it happened. The Masters 2019. Tiger roars back, wins it all, a comeback for the ages. The emotions, the tears, the roar of the crowd, it was pure magic. Tiger reminded us that even when we fall, it's never too late to rise again. Bethany Hamilton's story, man, it's about as real as it gets. Imagine being a rising surf star, living your dream, and then a shark attack changes everything. She lost her arm, her world turned upside down. Most people would give up, but not Bethany. She had this fire in her, this unwavering determination. She learned to surf again with one arm, pushing the limits of what people thought was possible. She returned to professional surfing, proving that nothing could break her spirit. Bethany's story is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. It's a powerful reminder that we're capable of overcoming any obstacle if we have the will. Simone Biles, the most decorated gymnast in world championship history, she's a force of nature, makes those gravity-defying moves look effortless. But behind that megawatt smile, Simone faced her own battles. The pressure of being the best, the weight of expectations, it took a toll. She opened up about her mental health struggles, showing incredible bravery and vulnerability. And even when things got tough, she came back stronger, winning more Olympic gold, using her platform to advocate for mental health awareness. Simone's story teaches us that it's okay to not be okay, to talk about our struggles, and that true strength comes from facing our challenges head-on. Lionel Messi, the magician, the maestro, one of the greatest footballers to ever lace up a pair of boots. His journey, though, started with a major obstacle. Growing up in Argentina, he was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. They said he was too small, that he might not make it as a professional. But Messi, he had a different destiny in mind. He never let those doubts define him. He trained tirelessly, honing his skills, becoming the unstoppable force we know today. Leading Argentina to a World Cup victory, cementing his legacy as an all-time great. Messi's story teaches us that size and setbacks don't dictate your destiny. It's about the size of your heart, your dedication to your craft. The Olympics, man, it's the pinnacle of athletic achievement, the culmination of years of dedication and sacrifice. And sometimes it throws you a curveball. Derek Redmond, a British sprinter, was ready to compete in the 400-meter semifinal at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. He was in top form, ready to chase his dream. But then, tragedy struck. Midway through the race, he tore his hamstring. The pain was excruciating, his Olympic dream seemingly shattered. But Derek, he refused to quit. He got up, hobbled forward, determined to finish the race no matter what. And then, something truly remarkable happened. His father ran onto the track, helped him to his feet, and together, they crossed the finish line. The crowd erupted, tears flowed freely. It wasn't about the medal anymore, it was about the indomitable spirit, the refusal to give up. Derek Redmond's story embodies the true meaning of the Olympic spirit, showing us that sometimes the greatest victories come from within. So there you have it, fam. 10 incredible stories of resilience, determination, and the unwavering human spirit. These athletes, they faced adversity head-on and came out on top. They taught us that it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. It's about that fire in your belly, that refusal to quit, that makes all the difference. So next time you're facing a challenge, remember these stories. Remember that you have the power within you to overcome anything. Adversity doesn't define you, your response to it does. Every champion in this video had a moment when they could have quit, but they chose to fight. If they can do it, so can you. Who inspired you the most? Comment below. Subscribe for more motivational stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Next episode, the most unbelievable underdog stories in sports. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Les Brown.